The offseason has come to a close, and tonight begins a new chapter in high school football as the 2023 season gets underway, as two teams hoping to make an early season impact kick off this week one matchup as the Maumee Panthers welcome in the Springfield Blue Devils. Tonight's live broadcast brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. For the number one buy with the number one guy, the place to go is on Alexis and Monroe. See all the great deals at DaveWhiteChevy.com. Hello again, friends. Welcome out to Katzmeyer Stadium. Tim Clagg alongside Craig Lubinsky. And Craig, we have two first-year coaches at two new programs for them. You've been there. What are the emotions right now as we are getting ready to kick off? I know nobody slept a wink last night.
It was probably even worse this morning when you got up and whether you came to school or not came to school, you were here early, you were ready to go. And when the ball gets kicked, all those go away. It seems to, you go right to work after that happens. It's just waiting that's hard. That's
one of the playmakers right there we're going to keep an eye on all night long. Number 6 in the purple, yellow, and white. Carson Greats. As Springfield won the toss, they will defer. So Maumee will get first possession here to kick off the 2023 season. Both teams with a lot to prove here. Springfield 2-8 one season ago. Maumee 0-10. But new beginnings and new hope here.
They're both 0-0 going into it. They're doing into it today.
As we are set to kick off the 2023 season, and here we go from Katzmeyer Stadium. This is fielded at the 10-yard line on the far side of the field, and upended and dumped across the 25 to the 26, and that is where we will see this Maumee Panther offense come out for the first time, led under the direction of first-year head coach Evan Karchner. And Craig, Evan, he's a Maumee guy through and through, in the Hall of Fame, inducted last January. And he was out in Evergreen. This job became open, and he wanted to come and try and turn this program back around.
It's always good to come home. That's where he's comfortable. That's where he's at. It's going to make a difference. He understands the culture here at Maumee, and he knows what it takes to change it.
First-year quarterback, Chase Maulucci, one of the most improved players. Speaking with Karchner here, they'll line up in the gun, and we won't even get a playoff here. They're able to draw the defense offside. This is a very inexperienced group for first-year head coach LaCharles Smith, and that's one of the areas that they've struggled. Just 15 guys returning as letter winners, and a very young, youthful team for him to inherit.
It makes it for a rough start. That's what he's got to get through. You want to tell the defensive lineman, you want to put cotton in your ears, and you don't want to listen to it. But it's that first time, it's jitters. He's barking. It sounds different than our practice guy, and everything's new tonight.
1st and 5. Cody Wulf, the lone back. They play fake it, and they're going to toss to him out of the backfield, just a little too far in front. Getting the right hand was Wulf, and it falls incomplete.
He had a lot of green to go if that was caught. That was a good call. That was a good play to start off with. Because talking to LaCharles, he talked about them running the ball. So they're going to be coming, they're going to be sitting, they're going to be waiting. Plays like that, those long extensions, are going to be key tonight for them.
And I thought he said something very interesting. He said, we expect Maumee's going to run. He goes, however, we expect a few surprises early in this game.
Oh, yeah. I think with all the motion and the adjustments that Maumee looks to put in as this goes on, here comes one now.
That's great. It's going in motion. They fake it. They give it to Wulf here. Wulf will shut off the first tackler and get across the 30 to the 32. So bring up 3rd and 5 as he goes almost nowhere, and a quick break from Maumee. Up 3rd and 2 at the 32 here.
Now they were trying to get him to jump. They were trying to hurry through. Now they're going to check the playoff here because they're looking into the sun, into the sidelines. That makes it tough.
And they will have to deal with that here for about another hour and change. And Maulucci went up to the line, made the adjustments. 3rd down.
Here he comes.
Maulucci with the blocker in front here. Cuts back inside. Gonna stretch forward, and he fumbles the ball late.
I think he was down before he fumbled it, but it did come out. Enough to get a first down, though.
Covering that was Joe Millen.
Good heads up. Good heads up early in there. Anytime it's on the ground, you got to jump on it because you don't know if he was down or not. You usually didn't see it when you're playing.
And able to follow those blockers as well. Good patience out of the first-year starting quarterback, a dual-threat quarterback. Speaking with Coach Karchner. They go in motion about 50% of the time.
Little H motion. Here comes the guard.
Big hole for Cody Wulf across midfield, and they cut him down to size, but he is in Blue Devil territory. They extended the drive on 3rd and 5 and immediately feed Cody Wulf, who we can expect him between 20 and 25 carries tonight on the ground.
But he did a great job of getting behind Liam Murphy, who pulled on that play to execute that perfectly. Here he comes again. Oh, and the run.
Play fake it. Maulucci.
Oh.
And that's caught by Donovan Mays. Mays, some grass in front, goes for the stiff arm, twists forward, down to the 28. That is a big connection, going for 16 yards.
Good play action. They ran tag action back towards us with the tackle and guard pulling and threw the ball to the other side. Great job of getting the linebackers out.
Again.
Here's
Maulucci on the run. And this is what they want to do. They want to take up time off the clock, time of possession, keep this defense, this inexperienced defense, on the field for a long time.
Keep Springfield's athletes off the field is what Coach wants to do.
We'll set up 2nd and 4 here as they're just outside the red zone. Ball placed down at the 22. Maumee looking good on this opening drive. They're already 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversion attempts.
We'll see if Maumee comes to this H-back side. All the receivers are to the left, single side. He takes it, he rolls.
Maulucci has plenty of time now, throwing on the run, and it's complete. Cole Greats.
There's a flag.
Greats a little nice.
Looks like
shake
holding.
and bake.
Looks like holding from where it's been. Defensive holding they're going to call.
Taken down at the 9 before the penalty. That was a 14-yard gain.
They do a nice job getting that ball out in space. And then I think Springfield, again, the inexperience, the outside linebacker needs to come to that, and he's not. That's part of because we're worried about the quarterback running. And I think that's, I think Coach got him ready. Coach better have a chance to talk this up in the locker room. We're going to be a long half if this can't get fixed.
And it's nice to have weapons, too, for first-year quarterback Chase Maulucci. You have 2 of the top-turning wideouts, especially Carson Greats, first-team NLL, over 700 receiving yards last season. Watch the bottom of your screen. That's 6 in purple, one-on-one coverage. They're going to run it with Maulucci, left side, near side here, and he will run straight at the defender before he is run out of bounds. Good pursuit there by Nate Pope, the first-year varsity player, who we heard a lot of hype about him in the pregame all this week.
They came out in a jumbo set. Put some running backs. Had some running backs and some linemen in the backfield. Gave the quarterback two layers to come into. Nice wrinkle.
6-yard carry on the quarterback keeper for Chase Maulucci.
I say there he goes again. 24, 10, and 56 are lined up in the backfield. He's just going to follow the big men right in.
Maulucci going to follow his friend, stretching for the goal line. Touchdown, Maumee. Chase Maulucci. And the Panthers are on top, 6-0 early.
That makes it tough when you have two layers coming at you like that. When they come with that jumbo set, that's a great wrinkle in the red zone.
And Wulf on for the PAT attempt. High snap, good adjustment, strong kick, and it is through as it splits the uprights. A statement on the opening drive for Maumee. They converted on 1 third down attempt, and then Chase Maulucci, the first-year starter, scampering from 4 yards out, has Maumee on top of Springfield, 7-0. On the opening drive here, and Cody Wulf with a low line drive, short kick. It will roll before it's scooped up at the 10-yard line.
Those are always the scary ones. Those are always those are the ones you don't like because they're on the ground and you got a chance to pick it up and you got a chance to see it all.
And he will pick up 22 yards. He's able to scoop it up just shy at the 20.
Your coverage can't get there. Your coverage can't get there fast enough when it's that line drive. You need to get that. You get that ball in the air. Give your guys a chance.
And now we will see the third-year starter, Will Scott, bring this Springfield offense out onto the field. Starting lineups for tonight's game brought to you by Johnson & Associates, attorneys at law, proud sponsors of high school football on BCSN. See a lot of Will Scott, 4 passing touchdowns last season. Nate Pope, the first-year player, big, lengthy body outside. Here's the southpaw, going to go right to Grant Lynn. Little screen, able to shut off the first tackler before he is wrapped up at the 45.
Came out in the trips formation, found the inside bubble on that, brought it right back inside. That's what Coach said he was looking to do. Try to get the ball to his guys in space. Let him get things going.
We'll also see 3 featured running backs: Eli Beal, Amari Griffin, and Gabe Gregory. Gregory just a freshman. And here's the
little push pass.
Little bobble to Eli Beal. Beal breaking outside before he was pushed out of bounds at about the 47. Looking at that defense here, we'll see a lot of familiar names that we saw on offense. Josiah Millen, 10 tackles. They have their returning tackler, Cody Wulf, 43 tackles, 1 interception last season. In that secondary, Carson Greats and Keishon Midcalf.
Looks like they're bringing some pressure.
Here's Scott. Scott tucking the football away, turning upfield, has the first down, and will duck smartly out of bounds.
Scott running the ball's a threat. I mean, they gotta put somebody on him. They gotta make sure they know where he's at.
And the decision, he went through, looked downfield, nothing was there, decided to tuck it away safely and pick up the first down with his legs. Only 2 starters returned to this team from 1 season ago on offense.
Jet sweep.
And this is what we expect a lot of, turning back inside. Drop down at about the 42. So we'll pick up a 3 on the stop from Josiah Millen for Maumee.
Come out in that double set again. They motioned out of this last time.
2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils. Maumee going to bring a couple up the middle here, and that run is stopped immediately.
He did a nice job backdooring that guard. The guard that pulled, he got to have a block back. He came right down that line of scrimmage, made a great play.
Woof, Millen and company swarming through the offensive line, and it's 3rd and 9. A chance for the defense to get off the field. Dropping back in the gun here is Scott. Free yardage.
Now they're going to decline it. Might not have a choice. Coach is trying to decline it.
3rd and 14 now.
There's no play in the playbook. That's 3rd and 14.
No, especially on your very first possession of the new season.
Of your first game.
Right.
Unless Smith takes off. I mean, that's about.
Going to bring that linebacker blitz. It's picked up nicely. Plenty of time for Scott. Scott rockets it, thrown behind his wide receiver, and it will fall incomplete. Pass intended for Kamren Tall over the middle of the field.
Well, the mistake hurt him with the procedure, and then that backed him up, and then you're just pulling something out to try to get something to work. You haven't even got a tempo yet for yourself for the game.
Back inside their own 10 is Timothy Marshall and Carson Grace.
He gets up, the wind's going to help him.
Coming up to the 15 and just getting away, and the ball shifted directions out of bounds. Ended up being a nice kick. That will pin Maumee deep. Let's take a look now at tonight's keys to the game. Our keys tonight: Presented by Ace Appliance. Yes, Ace now sells major appliances at aceapplianceservice.com. Craig, your keys for the Maumee Panthers, a successful opening drive.
Well, they got to stick with running the ball from positions, including the quarterback. That's exactly what Coach told us. And they're going to use that motion to set things up. They're going to get offensive linemen moving, like we saw, and that keeps up. It's going to be a fun night for Maumee.
Maumee wants to establish the ground game. Last year, they struggled. Under 1,000 yards rushing as a team. 3.1 per carry. Here we go.
Little push.
Oh, what a nice spin just to get some separation. Just shy of the 20. That's Keishon Midcalf. And they will use him in a variety of ways. And right there we saw what they want to do. Put him in motion. Allow him a chance to get up to speed. Picks it up to the 19 for a gain of 6. A lot of confusion by Springfield, especially the defensive line. And here's Wulf shedding off a tackler, busting out to the secondary. Out across the 35 to the 37. Pick up a 17 for Cody Wulf. High stepping too there.
Well, he did a nice job breaking through that line of scrimmage, and going from there was, I thought he was going to pop, but I thought he was gone.
And Cody Wulf last season, just 5 carries rushing, 69 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. He will be that lead feature back.
Okay, we're going to run some trade here now. Double pull. There goes the quarterback.
There's Maulucci. Tried to shoestring tackle him up. He was able to stop, then restart, and re-accelerate.
Well, they shifted over the tight end and the wing to try to get the defense to change the slant position. Then they pull the backside, which becomes the front side, guard and tackle back, and then run quarterback tag, which we love to see. I love to see the linemen leading the way down the field.
Maumee, we mentioned 0-10 last year, but it goes back week 5, 2019. I was here for that game, 14-10 over Southview. That's their last win, 30 straight losses, and they're off to a great start here. And they will look to utilize and call their first timeout here in this first half. We'll take the break with them. 4:21 in the opening quarter. Maumee leading Springfield 7-0 in the first. Timeout. It's a penalty marker on the field.
Procedure.
That's the kinds of things early week 1 kind of expect. First true live action besides the scrimmages.
This is what you don't want to happen as a coach. As you went down there and put together a great first drive, you don't want to come back out now and start making mistakes. You want to, you want your kids to stay calm, stay level-headed, and it's hard. I get it. I mean, new excitement here in Maumee.
New conference as well. This is not an NLL game. It's NBC versus NLL here. Oh, gonna hand it off again. Plenty of room here. Daylight ahead for Keishon Midcalf. Little trickery from the Maumee Panthers.
It's all the way across the formation. They're struggling to get their hands on him. I mean, he's doing a nice job.
First and 10, Panthers from the Springfield 47. And establishing what they want to do. Run the football here on this drive.
Come back to that wing set. Twins this way. Motion across.
Fake it great. Spinning is Maulucci.
He's
Here comes the
right
pursuit.
to McGinn.
Lobs it. It's complete to Midcalf. Stepping out at the 36-yard line. And that will go for 9. Midcalf has been involved here in a variety of ways, and we can see why.
Well, he need to tell us we're going to get the ball out of different positions and stuff like that. Start out with Wulf early, and now they're coming off the edge here.
It's a nice compliment, too. Varying styles between the two.
Now he's in the slot. Slot doubles. Now they're going to go empty. Quarterback.
Here's Maulucci. Maulucci with a quick surge ahead. He will backpedal to the 31, picking up 4 on first down.
Maumee's offensive line is just playing a whale of a first quarter. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job.
They would call to those guys: Zach Stam, Liam Murphy, Espen Hurt, Joe Millen, and Ramsey Quinn. The guys up front paving these lanes for Keishon Midcalf and Cody Wulf.
They're doing a nice job of just getting into the Blue Devils on defense, getting into their bodies and walling them off.
Back to Wulf.
Allowing this.
Wulf has plenty of room. They trip him up from behind as he converts into the red zone at the 14-yard line. That run going for 16 yards.
It comes with experience, and I know Coach said his D-line is young, but they got to start using their hands. They can't let these Maumee guys get into their bodies and push them around like this. Maumee's up front doing a great job with it.
That first guy doesn't wrap up defensively on that line. Maumee has made them pay.
Where they come back across with slot motion.
Here's Wulf. Wulf staying on his feet. Stiff arm right at the goal line. Touchdown, Cody Wulf. From 14 yards out, and the Panthers leading 13-0.
The series just started out kind of shaky for them, and then they got themselves back together, and they're a running football team. I mean, they try to throw the ball, short passes, which are long runs, is what it comes down to, and they're right back where they want to be.
I love the composure after they did get that penalty. They weren't rattled. They looked like a seasoned group out there.
Coach was excited. Both of his scrimmages, thought they played well. They got better after each scrimmage, and and it's showing tonight. I mean, this is when you show up. Show up on Friday night.
Cody Wulf, a 14-yard score. Maumee up 14-0 late in the first over Springfield.
Stay in your lane.
Grant Lynn bobbled it, and again able to change the direction of the field. That looked like that was going to set Springfield a long way back, but he was able to change the direction, cut to the opposite side of the field, and pick up some nice yardage.
He outran the first flight of the Panthers, and then was, like you said, able to get himself to the sidelines.
They had a good-looking drive, but it was kind of hindered due to that penalty that set them back behind their game plan. They just have to remain calm here, Craig.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a long game. I mean, that's what Springfield has to know right now. I mean, it's a long football game.
They want to try and establish the run with Beal, Griffin, and Gregory, a very green backfield, but with Coach Smith, that was his forte at Whitmer. And they're going to go feed Beal. Beal, look at him, just carrying a couple defenders to the 35.
See, that was done a whole lot better because when the guard pulled from Springfield, they were able to block back and clean some stuff up, where before we saw that get dead in the water in the backfield.
Modest pickup on first down.
You never want to give up that much on first down, but as long as Springfield stays with what works, they're in slot trips, come across formation.
Back to Beal. Beal accelerating. Beal still on his feet with a huge run down to the 35 for Springfield. That is a run of 30 yards.
Which I think, I'm guessing that Maumee thought maybe that Springfield would panic and try to throw the ball, but if they're on the ground doing a great job with that. Here you got slot trips again. And now they're going to throw.
Scott dropping back. Good protection up front all day. Thinks about it. Now has a man. Is it? It's fired and caught. That is the first reception from first-year player Nate Pope. Coach Smith told us that he brings something different. He brings a different type of athleticism to the football field, despite being a first-year player.
Well, he's a basketball player, so he knows how to get the ball when he's in trouble. Knows how to get the ball, use his hands, play with his hands.
And I noticed, too, he stayed down in an athletic stance.
Absolutely.
To catch that ball. Here comes pressure from the outside. Oh, that ball's loose, and Maumee will dive on top of the football. There's the first mistake for Springfield, and who is it again? Cody Wulf. Costly. That pitch just so slightly off.
Yep.
And there was good protection on that left side too.
Yeah, it was man on man. It was man on man blocking. Nobody pulled. He had everything walled off. They did a nice job. I thought he was going to go with it, and then unable to secure the ball, puts it on the turf. That makes it tough. We had 19 seconds here in the first quarter.
And the Maumee offense sprinted on the field, and they get set rather quickly here. Here's Maulucci.
He's gonna let it
Maulucci
fly.
will launch deep, has a man wide open,
Oh, he caught it.
and he catches it, and he escapes. He's free, and he will take this.
He had the ball.
Made the deflection, tipped it to himself, spun, got free, and goes the distance.
Well, he turns out, he starts as the receiver, then he plays the DB because the ball is thrown to the safety. He takes the ball away from the safety, catches it, and scores. What a great play.
Carson Greats looking great.
That was a fantastic. I mean, what an athletic move to go from receiver to defender to receiver to touchdown. Oh, they're bringing it back.
Wait a minute. Pass interference on the offense. And now that's worth mentioning. Coach Karchner said they had a touchdown in a scrimmage wiped away for almost the same thing.
Absolutely.
And right there, that is huge for Springfield. That is a momentum changer for them because they could head to the sidelines, kind of put their heads away, between their tails on the road. Regardless of that outcome or not,
Still
a great
fantastic.
Just to tip it to himself, stay in stride, spin around, and make that catch, all in rhythm somehow.
And my guess, the pass interference was on him. They don't give names in high school.
Here's Maulucci, this time looking left side, puts it up,
He
diving catch, complete to Donovan Mays, stretching out.
And he almost gets a first down out of it.
A 19-yard reception.
Well, that'd be the last play of the quarter.
How about this opening 12 minutes, Coach? The Maumee Panthers with a 2-touchdown advantage.
It's new. I mean, for years we watched them throw the ball, and now they're running the ball, and it looks like they've been doing it forever.
A 14-0 advantage for Maumee over Springfield at the end of one. Second quarter next on BCSF. The newly re-energized Maumee Panthers with a 2-touchdown advantage as we start the second quarter. Tim Clagg alongside Craig Levinsky. What is your initial reaction, Coach, to the first 12 minutes?
I can't. I mean, yeah, we can say the backs are good. I'm not saying that. This offensive line is playing lights out. I mean, that Liam Murphy, he's moving on every single play, and he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, this is impressive.
We've seen 4 different receivers already with a reception out of this wide receiver core for the Panthers early.
Here comes it again. He's got the back
and look,
here.
He has Wolf wide open. Decides to go to another option right at the sidelines, and he completes it to Carson Greats just shy of midfield.
See, that's a good flood pattern, taking advantage of the young defense. When you haven't seen, you've seen 2 scrimmages is what you've seen on film. You got 2 new head coaches, so you can't go back into your archives and say, okay, pull out the Maumee game from last year. It's a whole different ball game at this point.
Coach Karchner too, a lot of experience coaching at Division I programs, Wake Forest, Bowling Green State University, and most recently Youngstown State. Here's Maulucci on the run, and he is wrapped up behind the line. But what does that do, Craig? You have a younger coach, 2012 graduate. He has that kind of experience. When you have a leader that comes that's been around the block at the Division I level, how does that kind of re-energize the focus of young minds?
Well, what's cool about it is, after being where he's been, this game is so slow. I mean, the high school game slows down for him because he's been up at the college level. So for him to make his adjustments and to see what he does, it's got to be a lot of fun.
Some late changing.
Going to take another timeout.
They will. Look like a couple guys not in their right positions. They'll use their second timeout here. We'll keep it here on the timeout here. This timeout brought to you by Genoa Bank. We take your banking needs personally. Timeout number 2 for the Maumee Panthers. And one of the things, being a guy that uses social media every day, that I'm impressed with is the social media presence that this Maumee Panther team has, and it started back in June. They've done things not to just get the players involved, but the whole community. And where does it always start in the community? With the moms, the aunts, and the grandparents. They had ladies' night in June.
Absolutely, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. They got moms tackling their sons and playing that kind of stuff.
One mom said, "That's me taking out 14 years of frustration."
I think my mom would have been the same way.
Right, exactly. Some of the things I put my parents through as a kid. We will not get into that, though. It's a time in another place. The player did not get off in time.
That's what they're running.
Free play here, complete. First reception for Tim Marshall.
They crossed the 2 slot receivers. Because I saw them earlier here, and it looked good. I mean, that was a nice read. Again, take advantage of the inexperience by simple stuff. But to an inexperienced kid, crossing routes, under routes, floods, slant and go, sluggos are tough to coach. You haven't had enough time yet with these kids.
They get Tim Marshall involved as well. He was one of the favorite targets one season ago.
That timeout.
And we do. We get a timeout from the Panthers, and Coach Smith will take it with them here. Maumee on top, Springfield early in the second quarter, 14-0 here on BCSN.
Hey, did you guys get a look at that pass interference?
Now to kick off the new season, temperatures right around 75 degrees, low humidity, and just a little breeze. This is what I love as we start to transition to fall. Play fake it. Maulucci over the middle, and that's bobbled, and it is.
Looks like he caught it.
Intercepted. Bobbled and then picked off by Will Smith out of the secondary.
Got to secure those. It was a one-on-one after that.
Getting his hands on it. Donovan Mays right there.
It went through his hands. He kind of trapped it, as opposed to trying to catch it.
Now, is this the early wake-up that Springfield needs here on the road?
Well, we'll find out if they can. You got to capitalize on these takeaways. I mean, it's one thing to make them pump, but when the momentum changes on this right here, as far as taking the ball away from them, and now you set your offense up in position to do something. But a lot of those offensive linemen from Springfield play defense, so
yeah, a lot of two-way.
They're coming out. Oh,
high snap.
He's got to take it himself.
Here comes Scott. Scott has some running room ahead and almost gets out to the first down marker. Liam Murphy, the man that stopped that run after they were yelling jailbreak.
It's enough for a first down.
Just shy of the 40. Right at the 39. Here is Beal.
Ooh.
And Beal is jackknifed. And how about making up for that after getting his hands on the ball? It was Donovan Mays as well.
We got big Joey Keller leading the way for his back there.
Keller, one of the leaders on this offensive line.
Getting active.
Him and Ackenberg, Crew Ackenberg.
Oh,
breaking through immediately. And that's a big tackle for a loss. That's Tristan Dotson.
Springfield does a better job when they engage, when they step and engage, even if it's a pass. Step and engage, you just block zero. But here, they start stepping down the line. Maumee gets underneath them. Maumee's quick up front.
Dotson came through almost instantaneously, and now quickly, third down. Scott looking to the air. One-on-one coverage outside and fighting for the loose ball.
Oh, and a flag.
And the completion. How about that athleticism from Nate Pope?
Looking back in the sun, too. I mean, and it's his first football game. He's a basketball kid. And, he's a football kid now.
It was 3rd and 13, a chance for Maumee to get off the field and get back
Big
on
first
offense.
down.
This is huge.
This goes a long way if Springfield can answer here, coming off the takeaway. They got to keep the pace going here. He got trips out this way.
Empty backfield here for the first time for Will Scott. And they're going to run Pope off here. His helmet did come off, so he will have to come off.
Right.
That was kind of one of the things that was lost in the excitement on that play. And that's what they were waiting on. You saw the official waiting to put the ball down until he went off the field.
Motion across. Jet sweep.
Here is Beal. Beal with a big burst, spinning with it. Greats wanted a penalty here. He's a little surprised. Now he gets the attention. Ball placed at the 23.
Trips to the right. See if they're going to stay with this.
Maumee will bring a linebacker here on the blitz here. Almost got to Scott.
Oh, he's open in the end zone.
Scott rolling outside across the 20 to the 19. And the ball came loose here, and plenty of flags.
Another one.
And there's going to be a lot to sort out here. Greats is one of the captains.
See what they come up with.
He was frustrated on the last play. Hopefully he is not involved in this and it goes against him.
They're going to try to sort this out here. I mean, you had some people come flying in. Like you said, the ball was on the deck. But I think he was down.
I think he was, too.
I think he was down, and so they're coming in. They're coming in flying, and I think that's what – I didn't hear a whistle, so I don't know if they stopped play or not at that point. But
they'll take everybody to sort it out. And you saw just in that shot before they got coaches back to sidelines, Charles Smith, longtime assistant. He's been around Toledo for a long time. Recently at start with Godfrey Lewis, one of our newest colleagues, calling his first game, led start to several City League titles. And before that was at St. John's. So now getting the opportunity to run his first program.
Well, you know what? You take all the stuff you learned when you were a coordinator and you were assistant coach, and some guys spend their whole careers as assistant coaches, and that's okay. But you get that bug, you want to be a head coach, and you take everything positive and everything negative that you've learned, and you put it into your own program.
And of course, he's the third straight Whitmer alum to be the head coach over at Springfield. Of course, Jerry Bell, and then Pat Cacciardo, another one of our colleagues.
And they like that Whitmer connection over at,
right.
over at Springfield. For a while there, it was all Springfield guys they were hiring, and then the defensive back coach from University of Toledo, Coach Gwynn, he went over there and he was head coach for a while. And he went into the administration over there and when gave up coaching. But they've had quite a bit of talented people coaching there.
Let's reset for everybody at home. If you're just now tuning in, very first drive, Chase Maulucci, first-year quarterback, 4-yard rushing touchdown. Looks like we have a couple offsetting penalties here. And then Cody Wulf, next possession, 14-yard rushing score. It was 14-0. Looks like we got a personal foul against Maumee. And, of course, the offsetting comes in right there.
Which after all that, they're going to eat the flag.
Yeah, right. And then the last thing that changed the momentum, touchdown erased off the board for offensive pass interference, which led to an interception. Will Smith, an interception, and Springfield trying to make it a game here at the midway portion of the second quarter.
Got themselves almost down to the red zone here, and then see what they can do here. You know, they just got to keep going with what brought them here. You know, we can't let our emotions get to us. Can't be chippy yet. Let's see if they just go big on big up front here.
Just over 7 minutes left in the half. Rolling to his left is Scott.
Oh, wide
Throwing
open.
On the run. Wide open. Just let his man a little too far. Had several steps on the defender. That was Kamren Tall. Kamren Tall had escaped.
He had him too. Did a nice job getting himself free.
It was Tim Marshall on the coverage that was blown in the end zone. That's the arm strength this season from Will Scott, the third-year starting quarterback for Springfield.
He's a heck of a baseball player,
yeah.
too. So
Coach Whitmire over at Springfield. They had a great team this past spring.
Yeah, they were all chasing Coach Donnelly and the Anthony Wayne Generals. They had a fantastic season. Another timeout here.
That's the second time out by Springfield here. We'll keep it here, so we'll set up a 3rd and 8 just outside the red zone for Springfield. Trying to put points on the board, and they need them right now for this young, inexperienced offense.
I think they need more. I think they need a touchdown. I mean, I'm with you with the points, and but nothing's for sure with kickers. Unless you're a program that's had a kicker forever, and and there are some great kickers in our area, but I'm not sure that's what Coach Charles wants at this point. I think he wants touchdown.
Look at Cade York last night. Cleveland Browns missed 2.
Yeah.
The second-year player, which led to that 18-18 tie in the preseason against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, that was a physical game. The Eagles had 2 guys taken off with neck injuries, which, luckily both of them are fine today. They were moving their extremities last night, but that's a tough way to go. See what they're going to come out here. They'll come out in
this crowd getting loud, too, here for the home Maumee Panthers, trying to
come out
force a stop.
Come out in tight trips all the way across
Here's
formation.
Beal with a quick
He's
cut,
still
staying on his feet inside the 5.
First down.
To the 4.
Uh-oh. That's not good for 55 limping. That's
17-yard rush.
That's their guy. They can't lose him.
Grant Lynn? Yeah.
They can't lose Joey Keller up front, though. I mean, he's been their guy up front. I mean, he's making some holes today.
First and goal for Springfield.
There he goes. There goes Keller across.
Back to Beal.
Oh,
Beal
fumble.
stretching. Was he there? No.
He was down.
No signal yet.
They're saying down.
And they are right there. You see the official right here in the middle of the pile, pointing down. Great call, Coach.
I'd have lost it if they turned it over. I mean, not here right now, but if I'm the coach, I just
about a half a yard shy of that goal line.
That'll be something that'll be addressed in film. I know you want to score, son. Secure the football. Secure the ball.
Yeah, especially with that burst, that quick first 2 steps from Eli Beal. Let's see if they go back to him. 3rd straight time. They do. Little hesitation, just enough as he will find pay dirt, and Springfield scores their first touchdown of the new campaign.
Well, they took it the other way. They ran towards Joey Keller. Instead of Joey Keller pulling it across formation, they brought it back to his side, pulled from the other side.
1 yard rushing touchdown.
Swinging gate.
To get back and make it a 1-score game here. They capitalize points off the turnover as well. That's interception huge. By Will Smith.
That's going to be huge. Got 9 seconds. 5, 4. They better hurry up with this.
Yeah, they better have a sense of urgency here. No, they're not.
Nope.
Delay of game.
Delay.
Trying to set up for Logan Goodrick.
Well, they had 12 guys out there, then they ran one off. I don't know what the misconnection was for the Blue Devils. But by the time they got it straightened out and came back over from the swinging gate, they were at 8 seconds. I mean, that's not enough time to jog over and take it from there. This is going to be tight here with 14 already with the clock. Now they're setting it back.
Goodrick looking a lot more comfortable. High snap. And now they just dive on top of the loose ball. Point after attempt is no good. We'll step away, take the quick break. 14-6, Maumee leading late in the second quarter over Springfield here on BCSF. Both student sections coming out in full force tonight for kickoff 2023. And this is important for Maumee to have a sustaining drive here, because if they don't give Springfield a chance, Springfield will have the ball as well to start half number 2.
Oh,
great. What a 360.
Oh, too many spins.
Yeah, just hitting the circle button a little too much.
Take that first one and run. I mean, that first one was pretty. See, now if you're Springfield, you just gotta play some smart football here. No mistakes, and do what you can to get the ball back. For Maumee, you just keep doing what you're doing. Springfield struggling to stop the run.
And also, too, Chase Maulucci, he knows that interception wasn't on him. So I'm curious to see if, after establishing the run, they let him go to the air again, as he's completed it to 5 different receivers here. And here is Wulf. Wulf with a big surge out to the secondary, just shy of the 40 to the 39.
Some nice dealing there with the jet motion, and then give the ball back to the running back. It's a nice play.
Defense wasn't even ready yet. They go back to Wulf here. But the one man that was ready for that was big 65, Daniel Brownlee. Everybody else wasn't ready.
Daniel had a wrestling match with
Yeah,
him,
he
too.
did.
Took him down to his back from there.
I'll tell you what, this Maumee team with Coach Karchner kind of looks like the 2013 Bowling Green State University Falcons when they played kind of Falcon fast, and they were just quickly running on offense. You know, that team that won that Mid-American Conference Championship, and Karchner was there for that.
Pass.
Little swing pass out in space, leading him too far. Tim Marshall.
Can't have too many of those.
No.
Especially now it brings up third down. I mean, if you're Maumee, you got to stick with what you've been doing. It's, you know, they're not in a panic position. It's, you got 4 minutes left to go before you take it in the locker room. You know, just keep running the football.
Especially with their success with varying options. Midcalf, Wulf, we've seen Tim Marshall in motion. They're all viable options here. And also, too, looks like you see a new number in here. It's Martin.
Coming across formation, fake both of them. Oh, screen.
Little screen dumped off, and it's caught out of the air by Wulf.
And he got a first down, too.
Just got away. Set sail from Chase Maulucci.
He had to get off his feet to catch that, too, though. Good athletic play.
Winning third down battles. Maumee has done that here in this first half tonight.
Yeah, about every time we start looking at it and start hoping that they're staying with their stuff, they come up with that wrinkle.
Maulucci stayed the course. He stayed in there as that defensive line was in hot pursuit.
Yeah, you got to tell one of them kids to keep going. That's got to stop when you get in that easy. Here comes
back to Wulf. Little
double
shiftiness.
Pull. Double pull there. Nice. He'll be close.
Nice, modest 10-yard gain from Cody Wulf.
They're saying second down.
Mixing in some different receivers. Said Martin, Dotson.
They got slot quads all the way on the other side. Motion across. Oh, he's coming back. Buckeye motion.
And that's
they give
Marshall.
Him the ball.
Marshall looking over his shoulder. Marshall in space. Getting outside. Gets to the corner. Crosses the 30 to the 28.
Had everybody and their brother over there. And you go motion back and run a little Buckeye motion. Bring it back across. And come that way.
Marshall will get a quick breather here. Maumee still has one timeout to take here in this first half with just over 3 minutes still to go.
See if they bring him in motion here. Quarterback.
There's Maulucci. Maulucci running left side. Pick up 3, maybe 4 yards. And he does pick up 4 yards. I mentioned that last series, that turnover, that's something they want to address and clean up. I'm sure Coach Karchner talked about it because they had 18 turnovers last season.
Wow. There's only 10 games.
Yeah, right. We'll let everybody at home do the math. Maulucci rolling out to his right. Good block by Wulf. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Good job. Good heads up.
Waited as long as he could. Good blocking out of the backfield by Wulf.
Ran out of real estate at that point, you know. He had Jacob landing hot onto him too.
Faced with another third down, second third down on this drive for the Panthers.
Well, one nice thing, they're in 4-down territory.
That's
so you don't have
very
to,
true.
So you don't have to, you don't have to get it all right here. But my guess is we'll see Wulf with the ball.
Will Kubitz, 81, top of your screen. Feeding Wulf.
Oh, good patience. Gets himself close. Oh, they
are going to run on the kicker here.
Are we going to see a jumbo?
41-yard attempt here. Pretty long, believing in their kicker. And it's placed right in the middle of the hash marks.
They're in jumbo.
Yeah, they are.
And there he goes right behind it.
4th and 3.
Oh, they called timeout.
Yeah, he did. Coach Smith got a timeout called just in time. He was in the ear of that VAR official.
He saw the same thing. He saw the same thing with the number of the guys coming out, so he calls timeout right away when he sees that jumbo setup.
1:36 left to go in the first half here from Kazmaier Stadium. Of course, the year-and-a-half, 2-year project that was the conference realignment finally put in action tonight for the first time. Maumee, one of the founding members of the Northern Lakes League, joining the Northern Buckeye Conference. Of course, changing leagues, but there's still tough competition. Oak Harbor, they're a newcomer, new kid on the block. They're the favorites, especially Liberty Center, who last year I called a couple of their playoff games. They have a lot of talent back on that team, and you throw in Eastwood with a new coach, Coach Rutherford.
Who's always tough.
Yeah.
You know, they're always good.
Coach Rutherford stepping down. And that's crazy. That's about first time in, I want to say, 35, 36 years. There isn't a Rutherford on the sidelines over in Eastwood. Delay of game out of the timeout from Maumee.
Not sure how.
It goes for being manageable to a little bit more difficult now to 4th and 8. And they're going to have to pull out of that jumbo set that you were talking about.
Coming back in with their open set now. They have to throw it. And if I'm Springfield, I make sure I get a spy on this quarterback right now. Get some people in. Now they're going to trade. Last time they traded, they ran away from the trade. Here it comes. Oh, we tried a double handoff.
Tried to make it work. And the
huge.
defense
That's
standing
huge.
tall, and rightfully so.
This is what we talked about.
Big celebration.
Maumee didn't want to see this. Maumee didn't want to see them not score. Springfield get the ball back.
Greg Patsinski.
And get the ball with a chance and with the ball to start the second half.
Patsinski, a 5'11 junior, and forces the turnover on downs. Out of timeouts.
Well, they're out of timeouts, and they're coming back on the field with 14 seconds. They need to pick the pace up. They're going to mess around and get delay a game here in about 5 seconds.
Now they get set. Looking to his right, throwing
There
out
he
in
goes.
space, out in the flats. It's caught.
He got out of bounds, too.
And some running room by Cam Tall, finally able to reconnect with him. Actually, that is Caden Taylor, excuse me.
I just keep taking it to the sidelines if I'm Springfield.
Exactly.
The sideline's your best friend here. When the clock stops, you get a chance to roll this like 2 formation.
Scott off that back foot, lobbing
Oh,
downfield, and
got
it's
him.
on the money. Caught
him.
back to Cam Tall. A tremendous ball that
He had
fell
about this
right into
much
the
left.
bucket.
He had about this much left in the sideline, too. It's the way they have good presence. Good field presence.
Ball put down at the 24-yard line. And still
You got trips to the field.
plenty of time, 118 to work with. High snap, it's one-handed by
Oh, he's got him.
Scott. Scott backpedaling, now regroups,
It's all right.
and that's a third-year starting quarterback decision right there.
Yeah, he had him in the end zone, though. He had him early, and I don't think he saw him. I don't think he possibly trusted himself at that point, but he had him. Those are the ones you sit in the film room and just go,
I think the back pedal maybe had something to do after he kind of regrouped there, where maybe he was looking at number one, which was, I need to regroup and get my feet underneath me if I'm going to try and make that throw.
right. Trips to the field again, empty.
Scott
See what he's
looking
got
right.
here. Oh, nice. Oh, that's coming back no matter what happens.
And it is. And Maumee knows it too.
Yeah, I got
Springfield
holding.
celebrating, but they don't know
Holding.
that this is coming right back.
Holding. He tackled the defensive guy.
This could be a touchdown from each side that is wiped off the board. And right now, Will Scott has to be saying to himself, what do I have to do? He's thrown some tremendous balls. And there's a face mask on the defense.
There's 2 penalties.
Excuse me, on the offense.
There's 2 penalties. He had the holding, they declined, and
And
they
then
accepted the face mask. Moving back 15.
They'll gladly take 15.
But almost when you're a throwing quarterback at longer fields, it gives your receivers more room to run and more chances to run. They need to get the ball to the other hash to get a chance to roll them out, being left-handed.
Scott will try and do it once more. Straight drop back. Pressure coming. He steps up the middle, tucks the football away. And an awkward landing
They have no timeouts.
to
They
the
gotta
32.
go. They got to go.
And that clock, hearing the time, tick, 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 continuing to wind down.
It's 3rd down, too.
Scott rolling to his left. And this will be picked off and intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, this might be trouble here. This is Tristan Dotson,
Scott's the last one who has a chance.
and he will take him down. And there is a penalty marker that is picked up and now placed up ahead at the 43. timely defense from Tristan Dotson.
I'm not sure he had a good grip on that ball when he let it go, too, because he looks like he threw it right to him. Oh, now if you're the kicker, you're like, hey, I'm ready for this.
The defense last season for Maumee only forced 8 turnovers. They get started on a positive note here to end the first half and avoid that huge shift in momentum.
Especially the way Springfield drove it down the field and was in close to the red zone, getting ready to possibly put it in, and had chances.
Yeah, had one wiped off the board for that hold and then the face mask.
See what Maumee does with this. If I'm Maumee, I take a shot right now. Got slot trips to the right.
See if they're listening here.
There
Maulucci
they
dropped
go.
back. They're going to take one. Lob to the end zone. Reitz was there. Trying to get underneath of it. He was behind the defender.
Threw it to his left instead of his right. Forced him to try to come back the other way.
The defender that was in that area was E.J. Scott.
The 17 seconds. Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Are you tempted here again?
Absolutely. Not enough time to run the ball. Okay, they're going to come back this way, then go slot trips again. See if they go all vert. He's going to roll. He's got trouble coming at him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the ball out,
Maulucci
though.
now.
He's
got to get out of bounds, and he will not do so.
They're trying to call timeout.
They will. They've got the one timeout left. And they will get it off and called with 6 seconds. At the 24, this still would be a 41-yard attempt if they would attempt a field goal.
Oh, where'd he go? He was running around earlier.
Yeah, they brought out that big jumbo package during that 4th and 3 that ended up being 4th and 8.
Let's see if they're going to try to go. I mean, this should be the last play here, but
and this could be, a big stand for Springfield as well. They get the ball to start the second half.
Oh, he's going to try to kick it.
And that is Cody Wulf. And why not? He's done a little bit of everything here in this first half.
So if you snap it right to him, he just takes off running, right?
And Maulucci is the holder. 41-yard attempt from the near hash.
Oh.
Got plenty of leg here. And it is no good. Just went wide left with 1 second in the first half. Nothing hurt there if you're Springfield. Sure, you turn the ball over on that interception down just outside the red zone, but it looked like Maumee was going to go back up 2 scores.
Well, they got themselves in position, and the clock wasn't their friend, so they had to come out of what they're comfortable and what they've been doing their most damage in by running the ball. Come out in a big prevent defense here, rush about 2 guys and get everybody else back. You don't want something crazy to happen, hook and ladder, and keep moving him back, put him in center field.
Oh, they didn't turn on the stadium lights?
And they will gladly
go in victory formation and just go in.
Maumee jumped out on top by 2 scores. Looked to be 3, but a touchdown was called back. But then Springfield answered back, forced an interception from Will Smith, and it led to an Eli Beal touchdown that has changed the complexion of this ballgame so far.
Well, then we take away the touchdown from Springfield too. I mean, we could be looking at 14-13 right now, or at least 14-12 going into halftime, where both teams got to make adjustments.
Maumee leading Springfield at halftime in week 1, 14-6 from Kazmaier Stadium. We'll step away and start our halftime festivities from Kazmaier Stadium when we return on BCSN. Just moments away from the second half from Kazmaier Stadium, 14-6. Maumee trying to earn their first win since Week 5, 2019. Tim Clegg alongside Greg Lubinsky. And Springfield will receive the ball to start the second half. I feel like Springfield has done some nice things offensively, especially with Will Scott, the third-year starting quarterback, getting Eli Beal going. Of the three running backs we've seen, he's been the one consistent back here in that first half.
Well, they were fighting for position since camp started. Coach said so. It's going to go a long way tonight to make your footprint in this program.
He's the experienced player too. 5'9", 170-pound sophomore for Maumee. Started out scoring on their first two drives. They've been kept off the board since then. And you go back, they could have been up 21-0, and it would have been a different complexion of this ball game.
Well, you got to watch what's, I think Maumee's kind of, they're in good position when they know what Springfield's going to do. When they're forced to pass, when they're forced to go here, I think Maumee can hone in on that. I think when it's the option, I think Springfield's got the edge in that situation here. Now see if I'm Maumee, I don't kick this deep. I find one of them. I put it over there about the 20-yard line where nobody's standing.
Yeah, Springfield has had several strong returns. They've had great starting field position with Eli Beal, Grant Lynn back there, and Cam Tall.
Let's see where he's going to put it.
Cam Tall and Beal are the two men deep for Springfield as Wulf puts it under his leg, and that just goes
out of bounds.
Just missed it. So, again, the field position game here for the Springfield Blue Devils. This time it will be first down from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, but it's going to be, like I said, it's on the 35-yard line. That's, I mean, actually, that's worse than they've had with the two kickoffs because they've had some decent yardage.
Not a bad trade-off, and their motto, as Coach Smith has come in this season as the head coach. On the standard, hold yourself accountable. The standard is where the line where everyone wants to be.
Oh, they go empty right now.
Swing pass right away, laser beam to Beal.
That's a long handoff.
And Beal just not going to go for a loss of one.
You spend all your time spreading them out, then you go back into the teeth of the defense. They're going empty again.
Trying to spread out this defense.
Oh, he's going to run it. Got him from behind.
And getting him, rushing in from the backside. It was Donovan Mays as well as Josiah Millen. Millen hobbling, and he's going to come off here. They're going to bring a sub. It's going to be Pierce Simpson.
That's not good.
No, he's not going to make it off the field. And it will be an injury timeout here early in the third quarter while they tend the injured player will take a break here. 14-6 Springfield ball when we return to Kazmaier Stadium. Down, Will Scott hit from behind. Pierce Simpson with the pressure who just came in for the injured player of Josiah Millen.
Last time he put the punt inside the 10. Let's see what he does here.
High hanging punt. Calling for the fair catch at the 32-yard line by Tim Marshall. Do you think late in that first half, Coach, that Maumee maybe got away from the script, which for them was running the football? They kind of aired it out through that interception.
Yes. But I think they had to. I think they got themselves in trouble down here, and the field position changed on them a little bit. So I think they at least felt that they had to. I'm not quite, Springfield came out in that empty, got all 3 plays, and it just, they do better when they got the running back in the backfield, hold some linebackers in place.
Marshall in motion.
Got a flag. 2 guys moving.
Yep.
I'll start against the offense.
So you have a good defensive stance, and then you come into this, you can't.
You're behind the 8 ball already.
You can't be your own worst enemy. That's what Maumee's got to get rid of that.
Pope dropping back in coverage. Here is Cody Wulf, his first carry, and he will just handle it back to the original line of scrimmage, picking up that 5 yards that was lost. I look for him to be very active, very involved in this second half.
Well, I think he needs to be if they want to continue winning this football game and ultimately winning it at the end. I think he has to carry the rock for him. Between him and the quarterback, they got to get it done. Comes across formation here. Here goes the quarterback.
There's Maulucci.
Ooh.
That could have gone for a big loss. He felt the defender there and spun around the first man of contact, but that's all he would get.
Well, he did a nice job of setting that edge. Tyler Mack did just a great job of setting that edge, which forced the quarterback back inside where all the help was. That's where the linebackers were sitting.
3rd and 11.
This has been, as much as you want to say, but Maumee's down. This has been the Achilles heel for Springfield tonight. 3rd and long. That's tough to give up.
3rd and 13 on the 1 conversion. There's the play fake. They dump it off to Wulf in space. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
And it always seems when it's 3rd down, Wulf gets the ball, in space or out in front, or, we've been calling it long handoff. That's just a long handoff at that point.
Yeah, Maumee has not been reinventing the wheel.
No, they've been consistent. They've stayed within themselves because, of course, they've had to. I mean, they're up by a score, 2 scores if you want to call it that. Come back across formation.
Back to Wulf, left side, pushing the pile, gets some help from behind, and he got a big push for a couple of extra yards, and they will scoop him out from that pile, and he got help from Liam Murphy.
He's had a whale of a game,
has.
too. He's been involved. Everything that's been positive, you look, and he's the one pulling around. He's the one leading it down the field. He's the one misdirecting. Slot doubles.
2nd down
Motion
and 5.
Across.
Oh, just got the paws on it. Tim Marshall getting up to speed, taking it across at the 40. 7-yard gain has enough for a fresh set of downs.
I think that goes for even more if he doesn't bobble that.
Oh, yeah.
If he doesn't bobble that, he almost had to slow his feet down.
And that's where you get in trouble, when you have to stop, when you are just accelerating into final gear.
Absolutely. I mean, I think he would have got himself to the sidelines a whole lot sooner, and he may still be going. It looks like he's hobbling, though.
A little bit ginger. Getting up after being tackled down to the turf.
Slot twins again. Oh, empty. See if they take it right to him.
They're going to do it. Swing pass out in space. Cody Wulf.
There he
Wulf
goes.
breaking free. Stiff arm, and now he gets nailed right at the 20-yard line at the 18. So he picks up 22 yards through the air off the completion from Chase Maulucci. They are so clever. Coach Karchner using Cody Wulf in so many different ways.
I bet if we break this film down, I'll bet you big number 55 is in every play moving.
Clock winding down at 3, 2. Got it off with 1. Go back to the swing pass opposite side. Back to Cody Wulf. And this is snuffed out immediately.
That took too long. They ran misdirection. They ran misdirection back to the left in order to try to throw the ball back to the right, because you saw the big guard going across the other way again.
Greg Petzinski for Springfield from the linebacking position.
It's not quite third down, so this isn't the money down for Maumee.
And this is a rarity. Cody Wulf not in the backfield for this play. So Keishon Midcalf, who had a very nice, productive first half.
Okay, trades.
In the backfield.
Trying to change the linebacker around.
And Maumee, of course, wants a hit on the quarterback. Maulucci, unable to stop the momentum and stop the breaks in time, was Joey Keller.
He's played a good game too.
He has.
On both sides of the ball too. He's a very active offensive lineman, and starting to work hard here in the second half. He knows while they're waving the flag off.
Not get an opportunity here yet to bring Wulf into the lineup. And also Carson Greats on the sidelines too. So two of the top players in the offense.
Well, it looks like Wolf's getting something taped up.
Greats is stretching as well. So those are two big playmakers.
Motion across, quarterback.
Going for a ride, and the pilot
that's
Chase
coming.
Maulucci.
That's coming.
Oh, yeah.
We hate to see that.
And a little bit of jawing. Maulucci knew, okay. Kind of put his hands up to his mouth afterwards.
He got tagged out of bounds, and that's going to be a sportsmanlike personal foul.
And he's kind of squeezing that right hand. That's his throwing hand. Making sure it doesn't lock up on him.
See if they come out in that jumbo set here. That's gonna put the ball on about the 5-yard line.
And
here comes 56 and 12. So jumbo's coming in.
So it'll be first and goal from the 7 for the Maumee Panthers.
They bring in Jack Lake and TJ Rank.
Getting a couple extra friends to try and help them.
Well, they were real successful with this on both drives because it's just they're getting into the Springfield defensive linemen, and then they're able to get that second push with that second wave that's right behind it.
First and goal for the Panthers.
Here it is.
Maulucci.
There it goes.
Almost untouched, high-stepping his way through for the second time tonight. Chase Maulucci from 6 yards out. That package has been a nightmare for Springfield to stop defensively tonight.
I'd like to see him run in the middle of the field one time.
Yeah.
I'd like to, maybe on the first rainy night you might see something like that. Here we go with the PAT. These are always fun. Okay.
Beautiful.
And it was Wolf.
Yeah.
Is he going to be selling popcorn or 50-50 tickets?
A little Johnny Manziel impression by Chase Maulucci, scoring for the second time tonight, this time from 6 yards out. Maumee on top, Springfield 21-6 early third. Panthers on top of the Blue Devils 21-6. In their home opener, the season opener 2023. trying to erase a 30-game drought and start off the Coach Karchner era with a victory. And you know what? This is okay. That's the second time in a row.
But you know what I do if I'm Springfield? Make them kick it again.
Yeah.
Back them up, make them kick it.
And are they going to do that here? Oh, no, we've got a player being stretched out on the sidelines. We'll keep it right here during this injury timeout. While we have a moment, BCSN's College Football Weekly is back. Whether it's Toledo, Bowling Green, Ohio State, or Michigan, this show has you covered. Host Mark Coons and a team of guest experts tell you what you need to know about your team. College Football Weekly airs Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. on BCSN and the BCSN Now app. Next weekend, Craig, got 4 games, four big college games. It's back. It's in full force.
Oh, it is.
And I tell you, I couldn't sleep last night. I woke up 12:30, 2:30, 4 a.m. because I knew, like a 5-year-old kid, going down, Christmas trees there, lit up, presents underneath, that we had football today.
That's right. That's right. Well, I got up at 4, if that helps you. But I hit the road at 5 and put my road work in, and then went to school, and regular day.
Yeah, school back in session already.
Yeah, it's been staggered all over the place.
It has.
Different schools going in today was their first day, and some schools start next week, first day, some staggered starts and stuff. So it's going to all be back by the end of next week. Everybody will be, well, you got some of the schools that wait till after Labor Day, but.
And
that's not good.
Cody Wulf, that was the injured player for Maumee right now, being helped by the training staff, walking over there on his own, which is always a great sight. You hope that he's back quickly because he has been a difference maker tonight for Maumee.
Absolutely. I mean, you hope it's only cramps, and get some water in him, get some pickle juice, and get yourself back out there, young man.
I have a feeling this team will certainly need him here in this second half. So Springfield will start this drive from their 35-yard line for the second straight possession. It was a quick possession the last trip out on the field. Here's Eli Beal, and Beal kept the legs moving, picking up a couple yards on first down, picking up 4.
Well, they came out and slot trips with the running back this time, as opposed to seeing it empty, and I think that makes all the difference for them. I definitely don't want to get into coaches, how they coach. It's their team, but they're successful here with the slot right here and the slot trips.
Scott feeding Beal right in his stomach, right side, outside, gets the angle, staying in bounds with a stiff arm, and now will step out across the 30. They call him at the 32. Excuse me, the 28.
And there's no laundry on the field, so that's good. I mean, that's, you always got to take that look back.
Wow.
Especially week 1.
He has had some big chunk plays tonight, Eli Beal. I think he's already proven to Coach LaCharles Smith, this is my backfield. I am the number 1 option moving forward.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
little swing pass out of the backfield behind the wide receiver.
Waited, but that's okay.
Tackle, and Springfield will make him pay.
Okay, now we're in the red zone. Now this is where Springfield started to self-destruct last series. So I'll tell you what, they need to just keep doing what they're doing.
You mentioned the self-destruction. The touchdown call back was the hold and face mask, which then led to an interception by Dotson for Maumee. There you see, there's the yardage. 13 yards of
falls
distance.
on the deck, but he got it up. Oh, there he goes. Keep his feet.
Whoa. That was going to be close. Beal shrugging off that defender, getting a couple extra yards after the contact.
They need to get their workhorse back out there. He needs to water up and get back out there.
Cody Wulf for Maumee, the defense.
Oh.
Here's the blitz, almost untouched. Picked up at the last second by Beal, and it leads to a completion to Kamren Tall. How about the blocking at the last second from Eli Beal to make contact with that linebacker?
You know, good backs do block. I mean, you know, I know you can watch the NFL and say, hey, good backs don't block, but good backs block.
They do.
They do. Some of the best backs in the NFL can block, too. Barry Sanders is one of the best blockers around. See what they're going to do here. Don't go empty. Oh, boy. Okay.
And the 7.
Okay.
Beal hesitated so slightly. Dotson wrapping him up, a bear hug, as well as T.J. Rank.
This is when you let your quarterback keep it, run a little bit of quarterback G's and quarterback tag. They've been successful with it. They pump Beal down their throat. Okay, so the linebacker's eyes are going to be in the backfield now. You have to cross-read in this situation because you got the quarterback and you got the running back, so the linebacker's got to be able to play this here.
And Will Scott has that pedigree, that speed runs in the family.
Oh, yes, it does.
We were talking about that. Younger sister, a talented track and field athlete. There's a rocket thrown into the end zone and thrown low. Incomplete.
He wants that back. They're telling coach, let's run the ball. They want to keep going, and hey, gotta love it. You gotta love it.
They're gonna want to think it over here.
No, you don't want Maumee to rest.
Still can pick up a first down here. It's
yes.
4th and 3 from the 5. And look at Maumee pressing up here.
We're going to send some pressure. There you go.
Gonna fake it. There is Scott.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Scott.
I don't
gonna
think
look
so.
at that spot. It looks from the naked eye that it's going to be just short.
I don't think so. They needed to run that play down before.
Yes, they did.
Not here.
Maumee thinks that they got Will Scott.
Yep, it's going the
they
other
did.
way.
That is tremendous defense from that Maumee Panther defense.
That is huge.
Stop at the 3.
There's still the whole fourth quarter to play and 2 minutes left in this quarter, but I am telling my guys right now, tackle the football. Put your hands on the football, strip the football. And we need it on the deck, we need it in our hands. And if you're Maumee's coaches, you're like, secure that football. There's they're in the shadow of the goalpost there.
Yes, they are.
That's gonna be tough coming.
And you kind of get a little bit nervous in this area if you hear those footsteps, those shadows lingering.
And you don't have Wulf.
No, you don't. You have Keishon Midcalf, and there is Maulucci picking up 3 yards on first down to the 6.
And it was a tough 3. I mean, that was. Springfield was, they had 2 guys unblocked waiting for him. Yeah, if I'm Maumee, I take my time. I wait to that. I know we're down here. We got a lot of time to go, but, get this into the fourth quarter and let's play. Springfield, you want them to punt more than, you want to work that punt. Trade off the back here. Comes a running back.
Midcalf
Nothing there.
Will fall forward just shy of the 10 at the 8-yard line. So picking up 2.
Brings up, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Maumee has converted 3 crucial third downs that come to mind in this game so far tonight.
Yeah, but none of them were this short.
Right.
It was double. It
3rd
was
and 13,
double. Yep.
3rd and 11, 3rd and 9.
I mean, I'm guessing they're going to take this to a
That's what I'm thinking.
A timeout.
Trying to play charades with Chase Maulucci. I kind of saw him signal the timeout.
Yeah, I don't.
And they will. They will call the timeout with 1 second on the clock here. And for this big play facing Maumee, we will stay right here with 1:04 remaining from Kazmaier Stadium in the third quarter. Maumee going back up 2 touchdowns on the second rushing touchdown of the night from Chase Maulucci.
Wolf still getting work done on the sideline, so that's
kind of looking at that lower leg extremity area.
Rubbing him a little bit. And get some blood flow back in there, get those cramps to subside.
How would you rate the first game as a starter, first-year starting quarterback Chase Maulucci's play tonight?
Oh, I think he's done well. I think he has a lot of room to grow, but he has an upside. It's a positive experience, and he's going to go a long way with what he's learned tonight. He's got, next week's the big week because that's where you make all your changes as a coach. Is from week 1 to week 2. Whether you win or whether you lose, you make some changes. A, because you maybe got some kids dinged up. B, you got some kids who are maybe out of position, and you got to get some guys on the field. See what they're going to do here.
3rd and 5.
Oh, he's going to roll.
Going to play action.
Oh.
That's tipped.
He got his hand on it.
And great job getting his hand on the ball.
That was Britt Bird.
That was Britt Berg making the great tip drill play to get his hands up.
Huge.
His wing stand.
Coming off a timeout too, kind of a draw-looking type screen action by the quarterback.
Have to punt from deep. That's 7 yards deep in their end zone.
Anything can happen here. Oh boy.
Plenty of time.
See if you catch it clean.
Heard a late whistle. Good job to avoid that contact.
His knee hit the floor, so it was 40-yard line. I mean, it's just. Not that Coach Charles has any hair, but if this series goes awry, I think he's, he may have negative at that point. But it's just, his kids have played. They played well, but it's just, little first week mistakes here and first mistakes there, and it's stuff that can be fixed. And that's the positive thing as a coach.
And you saw him. His intensity has ramped up here in this third quarter.
Slot trips.
Gonna get it in the belly of Eli Beal, who is quickly taken down.
Beal's had more success running to the right. I mean, I think
he has.
I think they need to, keep him in there, keep feeding him.
Second down and a long 6.
See if they.
Dropping back to pass, looking to his right, has a man wide open.
Good hesitation.
Caught just shy of the marker and turning and quickly getting downfield for the first down was Kamren Tall.
He was hoping for the flyby, and it didn't happen. The Maumee DB was able to stop too and make that play. But it's first down now.
And that will complete quarter number 3 as the Maumee Panthers will take a 2-touchdown lead to quarter number 4 and look to try and hold off a late rally from Springfield, trying to erase a long drought back to 2019. 21-6 Maumee over Springfield through 3 quarters. Fourth quarter next on BCSN. Back out, Kazmaier Stadium. Tim Clack alongside Craig Levinsky. 21-6, Maumee over their longtime NLL foe, the Springfield Blue Devils. Springfield knocking on the door of the red zone again. That has been a tough spot for them to finish tonight. And going to be wrapped up and dropped for a big loss, a sack deep in the backfield. Getting through that line first is Liam Kennedy.
He was untouched.
Had great speed on the D line. 2nd and 17.
Sending the linebacker.
There he is.
Off the pole.
Running to the right is
Uh-oh.
Beal. Beal with a big run before he's finally pushed out. They're going to mark him right at the 5, the 4, call it the 3. You were helping out the official.
The way he lined up there and started stopping at the 10, I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Beal has had so many nice runs, over 15 yards tonight. He's had 4, by my count, of 15-yard runs or more. 1st and goal, Blue Devils. Here early in the 4th.
Quarterback.
There's Scott rolling to his left, turning inside, and he is taken down.
Well, he is met in a hurry.
The defense holds on 1st and goal.
I think he had the edge. I don't know.
did.
I don't know what he saw. What he saw inside besides purple. I mean,
a lot of purple and yellow.
They came in a hurry.
They did.
I mean, they were at the right spot.
Looked like the Metro in D.C. just flying in the subway.
See what they do here.
2nd and goal. Scott, opposite side, right side, trying to break in. Nope. About 1.5 yards, 2 yards shy of that goal line. Third and from the 2.
I mean, a field goal does him no good.
No.
So you got 2 plays to score. So what you're looking for is your best 2 plays in your playbook.
With Beal's
Edge.
quick 1st and 2nd step, he's got to get the ball here, right?
Yes.
At all costs.
Yes. Now, did they set it up with the quarterback? We're about to find out.
Yes, we are.
Because they let him. They kept him as the lead blocker. They put him to the right side. He goes across, gives
There's
it to
Beal
him.
navigating his way into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight, and we have ourselves a ball game here early in the 4th.
Now, if you're Springfield, you go for 2 here. And you need as many points as you can get. Or you kick it.
And they're going to go right now to try for the PAT attempt with Logan Goodrick. Not enough guys up here. Still plenty of time with 14, 13.
Helps if you have all 11.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
PAT attempt is good. So an early score by the Springfield Blue Devils. Eli Beal with an encore, this time from 2 yards out. 21-13 Maumee. Don't go anywhere as we finish this one out on BCSN. Springfield has showed some grit, some fight to get back in this game, trailing 21-13 here with 9:55 left in regulation.
See what he kicked this one away. There's too much time on the clock to try to onside.
Little squib kick here that doesn't have a chance to stay in bounds. Maumee will take that at the 35.
They're going to make him kick it again. And
now Chase Maulucci, you saw him eager to get back and try and lead this offense on the field for another scoring drive. He has 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. And Springfield will indeed go back to re-kick this. Taking off the headset, Coach Karchner, 2012 Maumee graduate, played his collegiate days at Bowling Green State University.
Yeah, back him up. Do it again.
You can really hear if you're watching at home. The band and the student section for Maumee here have really turned it up on full blast here. And rightfully so. They want to try and get behind their team.
And if this one goes out of bounds, you do it again.
Yeah, right.
I move them back all the way to kick it from the goal line. Give them a chance to keep it in play.
Goodrick, the sophomore, will have to kick it once again.
Well, it looks like they're going to take the ball at the 50.
Yeah.
Maumee's ball.
And still no sign of Cody Wulf. Here's Maulucci.
Oh, no.
Maulucci wrapped up and dropped.
You don't need him to go down with you got Wulf down, and now you don't need. I mean, I know he's your guy and he's going to run the ball, but you got to get it back in that backfield.
You know who's listed as the backup quarterback? Cody Wulf. That was Greg Pazitsky on the tackle. He's been effective and efficient tonight for the Blue Devils. After the 1 yard gain, Greats is back in. That is a sight to see. Looking his direction, little slant pass over the middle, complete to Carson Greats. Gain of 9 down to the 40 of Springfield.
Makes it a first down.
Just when you think Maumee's going to try and eat up some of this clock, they go back to the air with now under 9 minutes to go.
Well, that's what Springfield's thinking too.
Yeah.
You know, because they've done it all game. So you come back out, you come with this hurry-up offense a little bit, throw the ball around, you may get another score out of it before it's all said and done. Jet motion.
Greats the motion man. Rolling out right. Maulucci throwing again.
Right
looking, and it's the same result. A reception by Carson Greats.
Then you're going to have roughing the passer, too, on this.
And right here, this is about the time, week 1. Craig, what do we normally see? The stamina factor come into play.
Right. I mean, you got that, plus the emotions that are playing back and forth on you and stuff like that, so you get to be... It's a different animal at this point. Now you just take this penalty on top of this. So that now you get Maumee down in the red zone. And a lot of mistakes are made when you're tired. You're absolutely right. You know, that's, when you start getting a little fatigued is when you start making the mistakes.
You're gasping for air. There's just not enough time in between plays. That play clock looks like it's on turbo mode.
That's right. But if you're Coach Karchner, that 8 minutes can't go fast enough.
Right.
Little jet motion.
Keeper.
He's keeping it. Good idea. You're getting close to Springfield. Need to take a timeout here.
Lunges to the 15.
The inexperience of the defense is showing tonight.
It is.
Granted, they got a game better. So they're improving. I mean, they have to improve.
Returned 4 starters on the defense team.
See if they pull that guard. Yep, there he goes.
Taking off is Midcalf, middle of the field.
I tell you what.
Twisting and turning inside the 10 to the 9.
I tell you what, though. Liam Murphy might be my guy when this is all over. This might be the, you got to find somebody to talk to, right? That might be the guy. I mean, these skilled guys are going to be jacked up and wired for sound and whatnot. But boy, did he play a whale of a game. And, and I'm sure we talked to Coach. He's going to give so many props, or whatever person we speak to, so many props to the O-line. They have to.
Done a great job all night protecting Chase Maulucci, keeping him upright, and creating some big gaping holes for Cody Wulf. And they're going to try and create one for Maulucci. Running, attacking right at this defense.
First down.
And that's as good as anything right now.
Because what they'll do is they do the quarterback to the right, and then they come back with the running back to the other side.
Be first and goal, Maumee from the Springfield 7.
They even pulled Josiah Millen on that last time here. Let's see if they bring it back this way. It looks like they're set a little bit deeper on that right-hand side. See if they bring them both.
Maulucci will put Grates in motion.
There they both go.
Gonna give it here to Midcalf. Midcalf will shrug off a defender. Touchdown, Maumee.
Jet motion with tag. Led by who? Who's our guy? Led by him right into the end zone. Liam, Mr. Maumee Murphy.
Keishon Midcalf putting Maumee back up here.
You had how many people from Maumee scored? Okay, 3, 4 of them, different guys.
Yeah, Maulucci's the only multi-scorer. Yeah.
What's the constant? That offensive line.
It is.
Coach Jewell would love this game with the offensive line.
He's watching back in studio on Game Day Nation.
Offensive guru guy that he's always been. Oh, they're going for 2 here.
Two-point conversion.
Trade motion. Follow him in.
Maulucci.
Push him. You can push. You can
Not
push
gonna
down.
get it.
Nope. Just short.
Just shy. 27-13 here. 6:21. Maumee trying to slam that door, earn a Week 1 victory for the first time since 2019. When we come back on BCSN.
Outside again.
Trying to look for a redirection, and that kick again finding its way out of bounds. And they will be content, Springfield will, to take it at the 35. Right now, they have to act quick. They have to act swiftly. Find themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, but the 3 trips to the red zone or the 2 trips to be lingering all that bus ride home.
The one that just comes to my mind, the most recent one, 4th and goal. It was 4th and 3, and they were stopped short. They could have got a fresh set of downs.
They were short by a yard.
Yeah. Just a testament to this toughness of this Maumee Panther defense tonight.
See what they come out in. They're missing a guy. They got 10.
Yeah.
Come on. Clock's running there.
Not a good way to start a drive. 1st and 15 from their own 30-yard line. Only 1 catch tonight for Nate Pope. Can he come up with a big reception?
Little jet action.
Jet sweep here. Cam Tall not able to make that turn back inside, and he's stopped for a minimal loss on 1st and long.
Bryson Bonds Crawford on that. He hawked him down.
He did
a nice job. I think he'd caught him if he even got to the sideline. I think he was coming.
Half this play clock has winded down. I'm surprised Springfield not acting quicker with the sense of urgency.
Goes the running back.
There's Beal again. Beal picking up the first down, staying in bounds.
He is such a weapon.
Eli Beal, just a sophomore.
Is there a flag on the play? Yep. Holding, coming back. Maumee's doing some subs, getting some other kids involved. Love to see it.
Especially, too, you've had 2 of your guys, 2 of your go-to players hurting tonight. Carson Grates, he's persevered.
Right, there ain't no need for that.
And then Cody Wulf as well.
Yeah, they need Cody Wulf.
Yes, they do.
If they're going to make any type of movement in the NBC, they're going to need him.
And we'll be back here 1 week from tonight for Week 2 when they welcome in the Bryan Bears.
See what he's going to do here. He's going to sling it.
He does.
He's got
Steve has a man just through the hands.
He had a step on him,
Intended
too.
for a first-year player, Nate Pope, we just said, they're going to look his way soon.
Hey, for him, it's a jump ball. Get up there and go.
We know how fast he is. Yeah. If he comes down with the ball, that's going to go for a house call visit.
So that's a good find in the school, getting him out there. That's a great find.
Pressure coming. Good protection. Now pocket collapsing, sensing the pressure with Scott. Tucks the football away.
It's almost back to original line of scrimmage.
Should be 4th and 11.
Well, I know in your mind you say we got to punt, but no. You got to go for this.
4th and 12 from the 33. Everybody on their feet at Kazmaier Stadium. Will Scott out of the backfield can be Eli Beal. And a big tackle in the open field. Bryson Bonds Crawford.
Oh, nice play.
2 big tackles from him on this drive.
Right place at the right time.
Not quite time yet. Still 5:18 left with Springfield having 3 timeouts. But right now, what I'm noticing, Craig, that walk, body language really starting to say a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's growing pains. It's Coach knew they're going to be in a dogfight. He talked about it having to be a fight.
Yeah.
And it's just, they didn't answer the bell.
This is the first time in a long time Maumee's been in this position. Midcalf scored the last touchdown to put Maumee back up 2 scores.
Great penetration by Springfield, and the running back ran right into him.
When is the time? Is it still too early with 5 minutes left to start using some of these timeouts?
Well,
can't take them to the grave with you.
Yeah, but you can't stop them. I mean, it's not like you got to get the ball back. You got to get the ball back twice.
Yeah.
You got to get the ball back, score, onside kick, get that, and then score. I mean, it's harder than it sounds. I mean, not that you haven't seen it happen, but slot motion, right there. Look at that.
Taking the first hit. That was a big blow.
Now he's going to take a timeout here, especially after that stop.
And that was Cody Wulf's first carry of the 4th quarter.
Well,
we were kind of wondering if we'd see him again.
I mean, they don't really need him. It's good to see him back. I mean, that's positive. But
what's next up for Maumee right here? We'll be back here next week against Bryan, then at Bowser, at Oak Harbor, who's preseason favorites in the NBC, then home against Eastwood and home against Lake. So a lot of early season home games for Maumee at Kazmaier Stadium.
I mean, you're going to hopefully walk away, barring something crazy.
Right.
You're going to walk away with a win that hasn't happened here in forever, and it's going to be huge. I mean, that momentum rolling into next week. I mean, I don't know if Brian's ready for the. Yeah. You can't judge momentum. You can't judge. You can watch film and you can break down stuff, but in the back of your mind, you got to say, and then they won, and then they fought back.
None of these kids, they were 8th graders. The seniors were 8th graders when Maumee won their last game. Play fake, going to take a shot. There's a huge hit. Football's loose. That's a live ball and a turnover. The scoop here and plenty of help.
Going.
And finally dragged down, but a hit never seen coming from Maulucci. And the big hit, and then the strip picking up that loose ball was Jacob Landon. And what were we just saying?
Yeah, barring something crazy, and there it goes. Chase Maulucci made the touchdown-saving tackle on that, but now we're here with Springfield. They've been here how many times?
Yeah. Same song, just a different verse. The defense has done it a few times for Maumee tonight. Can they stand the tests of time? One more time.
And I think if Springfield puts it in, they're going to look at that first series coming out of the locker room. That's a good play right there.
Coming back to the ball, Grant Lynn. He takes a hard hit. Gets knocked hard into his teammate, Kamren Tall.
Timeout.
And we got an injured player
Official
on the field. 4:03 left. Springfield driving after the turnover. Looking to make this a ball game here when we return on BCSN. Springfield eager to get this offense back on the field, led by Will Scott. And they still have 2 timeouts. If they get a quick score, they still have those 2 timeouts here. It's a different story.
And then you're going to have to try to onside kick it at that point. I mean, you don't want to kick it back to Maumee. Maumee, you only got 2 timeouts, and the way they can eat the clock up on the ground, which means you're going to have to use it.
But then, what is the percentage of Cody Wulf? You know, that was his first carry, but right before that turnover.
Which, you know, you got the ball in one of your playmakers' hands, and you would only think that. But he takes that big shot. The ball goes on the deck, and then that's the difference right there for that play. But you got to give him credit. He's got enough moxie to get up.
Yeah, he does.
Chase it back down the field and make because this thing could be, the score could have happened already. Okay, you got trips here to the right.
2nd and 1.
See if they're going to roll this way.
Pressure coming.
Oh, he
Blitz
pumps.
picked up.
He pumps.
Taking off.
They got him.
And he is stood up. That is Jack Lake for the Panthers.
That play just took too long. I mean, after he pumped it, he should have let it go. I mean, there's not that much real estate down there. You don't need to get it all. Just get a first down. Here it comes, right here.
That's one-on-one coverage outside.
Oh, no.
And a flag is coming in here. Pass interference is called on Nate Pope, who was trying to make a play on the ball for Springfield.
See where he puts it. Take it right down to what, half the distance, right? There you go.
Yeah.
Still doesn't give him. Should be automatic first down.
Yeah. 1st and goal right now for Springfield.
Okay, what we got here? Got slot trips.
Got to go back to Beal.
Oh, good cut.
Beal to the outside.
Ooh.
And he is stopped by Cody Wulf about 1.5 yards shy of the end zone.
Come on, Springfield, you got to get on the ball.
Yeah, can't be too nonchalant here.
Wasting time.
Very much so. Clock management, especially Will Scott. He's one of the most experienced players on this team, 3rd-year starter. You got to get those guys to the line and set.
I mean, you lost a lot of time here.
I mean, the clock's at 15, 14, 13. Ball still not snapped. Finally snapped. Back to Beal, who is engulfed and swallowed up. It's the other linebacker, Liam Murphy.
Oh, my guy. Okay, this ball's getting set at 2:34. Let's see when it gets snapped. 2:34, they set the ball.
10 seconds has gone off. And Scott looked over the left shoulder. 15 seconds, now snapped.
Got trouble coming at him.
Off his back foot in the end zone. Touchdown to a wide open Kamren Tall as Will Scott was rolling to his left.
And he lasered that. That's that baseball right there.
Brings him back within 27-19 with 2:13 remaining. Springfield has just not gone away all night long. And again, second time tonight, points off of a turnover.
Correct.
That's a big bright spot, I think, to build off of.
That's twice. Springfield's short a guy again.
Oh, no.
They got him, though. Okay.
And it finds its way through.
Down by 7.
And we're going to keep it right here. Don't want you, the fans at home, and also tuning in on the BCSN, now up to miss a single play. Maumee was up early, 14-0, touchdown call back. They could have been up 21-0. But then, points off the turnover allowed the first score of the night for Springfield. It was an Eli Beal touchdown. He scored twice. They've been down They've been down 2 scores on 3 different occasions and have fought back. And I think that says a lot. Yeah, they made some mistakes, but to be able to kind of fight back time and time again says a lot.
Well, to make the mistakes and still be in this position. I mean, imagine if they don't make those mistakes. But like you just said, they're in great position right here still, and they're not playing mistake-free football. I mean, it's young people playing football.
Yeah, right,
what it
exactly.
is.
And I mean, especially when you have only two guys that have any offensive experience and 4, so you return 6 letter winners to 15 seniors on this team, and they're going to try and draw up. Coach Smith is an onside kick here.
Well, I think if you're Maumee, hopefully you put your hands team in during camp. I mean, if you didn't, you're putting it in right now. I need all my linebackers. I need all my receivers. I need all my running backs. Guys with the good hands, get up front here. All baseball players, get up here because you're going to get a wide stance. Put your hands on the ground and just fall on it. Don't be a hero.
Yeah, nothing good for the most part happens when a ball takes a bounce and somebody tries to scoop it and then run with it.
Collect it, go to the deck with it. Your teammates surround you, get up on top of you so don't take any unnecessary shots. And look at that, you got Wulf out there, you got all their skilled guys out there.
We knew that they would be out there. They would not, especially if it was close.
Well, now this is when you debate if you just chip it.
That's a very good point.
Chip it over to the left because you're cheating. Now he's going to go back to the middle. That's where he should have started.
It's Pappas.
It's going to go to bounds.
It is.
Oh my gosh. No. It's kickball like in gym class right now.
And both kickers, worth noting, it is their first year as well playing football.
It is. I mean, kicking's a special art. I'm not knocking kickers. Those guys who can do that are special. I'd break my toe.
Maumee has to show the discipline that they've worked so hard during 2-a-days and in the off season to try and solidify this victory.
Well, I got a chance to talk to their new strength coach. They hired a new strength coach in the district here, and he was just telling me the phenomenal numbers and the new phenomenal equipment he's got. And, my hat off to Coach Roars and the program he's helped out. But look, they're there in the middle of jumbo.
They're in that jumbo straight ahead for Maulucci, and that's the kind of yards you want right now in the game. That's going for 6 on first down for the Panthers.
His coach. Coach Smith called timeout. I'm like, I thought he's coming out to play. He's already past the numbers. Right, didn't I say earlier I wanted to see jumbo in the middle of the field?
You did.
And
you got your wish.
We got to see it.
You got your wish.
They got Springfield. It's tough to defend. You start putting all those backs in that backfield, and you start jacking it up like that, and all you got to do is just make a little bit of contact up front, and then that second level comes flying into there.
One of the things I thought that was very special last night that Maumee did, they invited all the dads after practice to come and put all the decals on the helmets for the players to wear in tonight's game.
Oh, that's cool.
And Coach Karchner has done an immaculate job getting this whole community involved, and you can hear it by the eruption in the stands.
But it helps too when you're a Maumee guy. You know, that's one of their guys that played here and had a good career. Oh, no!
Oh, the ball's loose again!
Oh.
And he was able to secure it and kind of tuck it in between his knees in that upper thigh area.
That was kind of awkward, too. Now they're going to take their last time out.
And it will be third down here, too, as well.
Well, that's Maumee's favorite down.
Yes, it is. It is as the timeouts.
That fumble was costly because now it pushes them back to what, 3rd and 9?
Yeah, 3rd and 9. This timeout brought to you by Genoa Bank. We take your banking needs personally. On Maumee, they've heard the story and they have taken it personally. You know, you always talk about things that teams put in locker room material. They've heard it for long enough, and I think the bus stops here tonight in this.
Well, you're about to find out right here in this play.
Long losing drought.
You got Wulf back in there.
See if Wulf can pick up the first down. 3rd and 9.
They'll go jet motion.
That's great.
Wulf coming
back
through.
to Wulf.
Nope.
Wulf will not get there. Just gets back to the line. And the man that brought him down again, the man that recovered the fumble, Jacob Landon.
Now, if you're Springfield, get off the ground.
Yeah, you got to get up and get to the sidelines.
You got to go. You got to move. Now,
it's not time to get up there and flex your muscles.
Yep. Now, if you're Maumee, you take this all the way down to 1 second, call your timeout, and then punt it and make them travel. Make them travel.
That's exactly what they're going to do. You see Coach Karchner right by, making sure you stay next to me. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, when that says 1, I want a timeout.
Right. They're looking at that clock together. Longest 5 seconds, 4 seconds now of his life. Right at 1 with 1:14 left.
The bad part is on the timeout, the clock doesn't start, so you got to come out and you got to make it work. You got to make it work right now as far as this goes.
And here comes Coach Smith to talk to his deep man back at the 30.
This game's proved to be everything we thought it was going to be. It was good. We knew it was going to be a barn burner.
We both said one score. We said it was going to be a one-score game, and you know.
Well, I think you said team with the ball last, and we're about to see what's going to happen here. I mean, unless something crazy happens where he muffs this punt.
And boy, that would just be absolute heartbreak. But they've got to get this punt off first and foremost right here, cleanly.
They're coming after it. Ooh.
That's the best punt of the night at the 30 to the 35. Got to get out of bounds.
Right. Good
Kamren Tall does that.
Good heads-up football.
So now Springfield has to go 65 yards. Oh, actually, they call it at the 40.
With no timeout.
So 60 yards with no timeouts. With 1:06 left on the clock.
Well, that punt took 8 seconds.
I had a lot of air. That's the best punt of the night. So Springfield has an opportunity.
But the hard part's going to be for Springfield. We'll come out, we'll get this snap. The key is going to be, what do they do on second down? Now, unless the ball's incomplete and the clock stops. The clock management, they got to get that. Smith's got to take care of that. I mean, that's his as the quarterback.
And I think, too, something else worth noting. This is a very inexperienced wide receiving corps. They have to find their way out of bounds.
Yes.
At all costs.
You don't have to go for the home run right now.
No. 65 yards.
Out right here.
Scott, pressure coming backside. He's flushed out of the pocket. On the run. Floats it up in the air. Did he get his feet in bounds? No, he did not. Incomplete. And that would have been that would have been Carson Grates who made the interception. That took almost 10 seconds, though, to get that play in.
We have 57 seconds here, and then the clock stops. So the time management. You can see they've already used 10 seconds.
Yeah.
This can't happen. This can't happen on a complete pass.
Clock at 10, letting this crowd calm down
I
a
don't
bit.
know what they're going to reset it.
And they will. They'll put it back to 25.
Because incomplete.
Pressure coming.
They're
Will
bringing,
Scott dropping
they're bringing
back.
him.
Gets rid of it quickly.
Oh!
And a leap.
No catch.
And it's incomplete. Going up high was Cam Tall. That's been the #1 target for Will Scott, and it is 3rd and 10.
6 seconds that play took.
But even if he makes that catch, there's no opportunity to even come close to getting out of bounds.
Oh, not in the middle. They're going to get to the sticks and sit. Get out of bounds. I mean, they're on the left hash, so they got to get to that stick on their sideline and sit down and take it out of bounds to have a chance. Unless they throw a home run and score.
Right.
Again,
there's one safety high. He's in the middle of the field right now.
Oh, that's holding.
It's picked up.
Did they call it? Nope.
Staying in bounds. Here's a deep shot down the sideline. Is there a flag?
Nope.
No, there is not.
You get one more shot at it.
That is great coverage and showing up here in this 4th quarter. Keishon Midcalf.
But if they were going to call that pass interference, then they needed to call that holding back here. But it is what it is. We're going to play with 43 seconds. Here's the ball game. Here's to try to erase 4 years of agony.
Yes.
On one play. One play. On a game that Maumee should have put away.
If they can put it away,
that's going to be.
This stands is going to be empty. Here it is.
A flag.
Scott stays upright. Has to get rid of it. Right at the markers. Bobbled and dropped. There's another marker down. So did he go out of bounds, come back in, and try and make that reception?
Well, if he did, his hat should be out of there.
Right.
Your hat throws you out of bounds.
Right now, Maumee holds their breath.
Well, you got movement here.
Yep. It is. Saw the movement.
They decline it. First down, Maumee. "34 seconds. They used almost 10 seconds on that and came up empty.
And now the best feeling in football.
The victory formation.
Victory formation for the Maumee Panthers. One final kneel down. And this will take away 4 years of frustration. 4 years of heartache.
Just catch the ball.
Last win for the Maumee Panthers.
Wow.
Back week 5, 2018 against the Southview Cougars. And they will pick up a week 1 victory. That 30-game winless drought is no more with a 27-20 victory. And the Coach Karchner era starts off with a victory, and they will throw the ball in the air. Let the celebration begin for the Maumee Panthers.
Wow, long overdue. Long overdue. They might not leave the stadium.
They may not. They're going to have a hard time getting the fans, the students,
Now they got
to
nobody.
leave.
Got nobody coming on, which is great. Shake hands, then enjoy your celebration. If you're Springfield, you got some work to do, but you got some positives. I mean,
Right.
they're going to go out of here with a loss. And losing's not the happiest moment, but he's got some positives that he can build off of for next week.
Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by First Solar, leading the world's sustainable energy future. To join our team, visit firstsolar.com/careers. And I know, Coach, you are a big Liam Murphy guy, and I think it goes without saying.
Yes.
Offense on the offensive line and defense as well.
And I'm guessing during camp, in the locker room, every place that young man is, I think he's an asset to this program.
Week 1, the drama, the fun is just beginning, Coach.
That's right.
We'll be back here next week as Maumee tries to go for 2 in a row.
That's almost like crazy talk out here in Maumee. I mean that would just start the ball just rolling for the new staff, the new coaches, the new era here at Maumee. And what a fun night. Tonight's broadcast been brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. For the number one buy with the number one guy, the place to go is on Alexis and Monroe. See all the great deals at DaveWhiteChevy.com. Our final score tonight, Maumee 27, Springfield 20. For our entire hardworking BCSN crew, my broadcast partner, Craig Levinsky, I'm Tim Clack saying so long. Until next time.